Hey guys, welcome back once again. This is another pickup video for just random stuff really. I got a Hamilton book order in today. I got one package from eBay, two things I picked up off Mercari, and then one Walmart pickup. I went to Dollar Tree today to my local Dollar Tree to see if they had any Black Friday. They put their Black Friday stuff out yet? No. Still nothing. So, you know, obviously this shirt explains it all. Whatever. I will check again tomorrow. Anyway, I have, I think, what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 titles here for you. So, Walmart on Tuesday, I didn't really have a whole lot going on in there. And I found one title that was somewhat interesting, but I know y'all are going to be like, what the hell? So, I picked up this one release from Uncorked Entertainment, and that is The Mutation. It says the search for a cure created a monster. So this is about after a deadly experiment on a rat goes wrong, the mutated rat has been let loose in a city, and a group of detectives are on the hunt for the beast. As the body count rises, no one is safe, and the rat is growing at a rapid pace. So basically it turns in from like a CGI mutated rat, and then it turns into some sort of like werewolf type creature, but it's not a werewolf, it's a were-rat, I guess you could say. It looks really cheesy, really cheap, kind of like a really bad sci-fi movie. But I'm looking forward to it. 87 minutes, and this was from, it doesn't even have a date on here, so I know it was released 2021, but I don't know if the movie was made before then or not. But like I said, there is no date on here, which is very strange. But yeah, I'm not going to show the beast because I have viewers that are really, well, it's not even really like that bad. It's just like a mutated, heavily CGI'd rat. But looking forward to that one. Okay, so next is eBay. I thought this was going to be in a regular DVD case, and it's in one of those thin cases. I think this is like one of those like 3-pack movies, but that's fine. I'll take it anyway. This is a Trauma, a Toxie Presents film, sort of. I think it's related to Trauma, even though Trauma is not really listed on here at all. This is a horror anthology from 1987, and it is called Chillers. It is a Trauma team release from Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hertz. This was written and directed by Daniel Boyd. This is, 1987, 87 minutes. This is about 5 lonely strangers swap ghost stories while stranded in a rural bus depot. Little do they know that the bus is scheduled to drop them off beyond their darkest fears. Doesn't get in any detail on the actual stories themselves, but it looks pretty fun, kind of cheesy, obviously, with the makeup and whatnot, as you can see. Never seen it. Figured I'd pick it up and give it a watch. I love my horror anthologies. Next two are here from Mercari. First one here is a double feature. They are, I think they're both from the 70s. Don't remember when the first one was. They're both from the 70s, I know that. So we have a double feature here from, what is the company called? Gorgon Video, and that is Bonnie's Kids and the Centerfold Girls. Bonnie's Kids, like I said, that doesn't say what year it's from. And it doesn't really say how long each movie is. It just says a total of 198 minutes between the two of them. So, Bonnie's Kids is directed by Arthur Marks, starring, the only name I recognize is Alex Rocco. The Centerfold Girls is from 1974, and that is directed by John Picer. And apparently Arthur Marks was executive producer on that one, so that's how they both tied in together, I guess. They are both 70s exploitation films, so take it for what it is. Looking forward to both of those. Next up is a Mercari pickup, and it's a Severin release. I got it cheaper than if I would have gotten it off the sale today, and that is Siege with a nice slipcover. Basically, this is another like exploitation film. I think it's from the early 80s, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember exactly the whole plot of it was, but I was intrigued by it, so I picked it up. Next here is from DiabolikDVD, and I just got this in the mail today. It is another Christmas horror. I'm going to be doing a Christmas horror and also non-horror Christmas movies that I like to watch during the holiday season. I'll probably do a couple of separate videos for that because I have a lot of Christmas movies in my collection. So this is adding to it, and that is Death Summer. This is the Raven Banner release, so this is the Canadian release. It is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. The movie itself is 145 minutes, and it involves 24 different stories for 24 days. There are, I believe, 24 directors in here, maybe more than that. Yeah, so there are a few that stand out to me, like Lucky McKee did a short on here. Pollyanna McIntosh. Quite a few other ones that I don't recognize. But yeah. So yeah. It's a region-free disc too for the Blu-ray. I'm not sure about the DVD, but it says A, B, and C on the back. So there are all your directors toward the bottom there. Special features, you get hours of interviews and the trailer. Trailer. It's not really a special feature, but at least you get the interviews. Let me know if you've seen any of these guys. Some of these I have. Actually, none of these, I've never seen any of these, honestly. So, next up is Hamilton book. I already emptied it out, but I always seem to get the big box at the door. Pull the tab, pull this out, and then you have your movies and your invoice inside. Like I said, I got 8 titles here, 2 DVDs, and the rest are Blu-rays. So, the first DVD is a Paramount collection, Paramount Pictures release. And this is from 2001. It is another anthology. It says this is part of the VH1 anthology series, and that is Strange Frequency. I know there's a volume 2 of this as well. Like I said, 2001, 86 minutes. There's 4 stories on here. Disco Inferno, starring Eric Palladino and Danny Masterson. My Generation, starring Eric Roberts. Room Service, starring John Taylor from Duran Duran. And More Than a Feeling, starring Judd Nelson. So it's got some pretty random people in here. Let's see. Disco Inferno and More Than a Feeling were directed by Mary Lambert. Everyone knows who she is in the horror community. And then My Generation and Room Service were directed by Brian Spicer. And all these are from 2000. Well, it says 2000, so I guess they were filmed in 2000, released in 2001. No real special features, and it's in full screen. So this is an early release. This is from 2003. So there you go. Spoiler, I actually picked this up from SRS Cinema as well, but I got a Blu-ray form with a double feature. So this one is by itself on DVD. I have seen this before in the theater, and this is a Polonia Brothers release, and that is Hallucinations. This movie is really out there, like really effed up, man. From the cult filmmaking team, the Polonia brothers, comes this tale of three brothers, one who is slow and the other who is adopted, who experience disturbing and violent hallucinations while their mother is at work. Feast your eyes on this gore-packed film made when they were just in their teens. Yeah, this is from 1986. One of the Polonia brothers is no longer with us. He unfortunately passed away a few years back. There is a commentary track here with the surviving brother, Mark Polonia. And you get trailers, I guess, of their other movies. I don't like all their movies. I like some of their stuff. This is like shot on video horror, so if you guys don't like SOV horror, then don't watch this. But it's cheesy. It's very, very low budget, but it is fun. Okay, the rest of these are Blu-rays, and I don't think any of these are actually horror. Some of them are probably thrillers. A lot of these are Olive Films. I got 4 Olive Films, 1 Screen Media, and 1 Code Red release here. So I'm gonna do the Olive Films first. So first up here is from 1970. This is a sci-fi comedy called Gas. 78 minutes. This is directed by Roger Corman. That's the kind of reason why I picked it up. Starring Robert Korff, Elaine Giftos, Bud Cort, and Courtney Joe and Country Joe and the Fish. I don't know, that's probably a band, I think. Yeah, musician, Country Joe McDonald. Okay. Also starring Alan DeWitt and Alex Wilson. That's cool. So yeah, this is about when a military chemical accident kills everyone on the planet over the age of 25. So I'd be screwed. Earth is left in the hands of the youth. Hippies, Coel and Scylla will lead the way on a quest for survival, joined by boyfriends and girlfriends Hooper, Coralie, Marissa, and Carlos in a trippy and darkly comic movie. So looks interesting to me. Looks kind of low budget, but I do enjoy Roger Corman films. Next up, I believe this is a French film, I think. I want to say this is a French film from 1979. It's an MGM release, Olive Films release, and 20th Century Fox. And that is Rich Kids. What happens when kids grow up and parents don't? So this is a drama. Yeah, drama about, it's a showcase of 1970s Manhattan. Also starring John Lithgow, Olympia Dukakis, David Selby, Paul Dooley, Terry Kaiser, and Irene Worth. So I don't think that, no, this is not a French film. This is an English film. So never mind. I think I'm thinking about something else. Directed by Robert M. Young. So great cast here. Never seen it. Looking forward to it. Next one here is another Olive Films release, also partnered with Paramount Pictures, from 1969. That is The Girl Who Knew Too Much, starring Adam West, Nancy Quain, and Robert Alda. I have never seen this one either, but you know, it's got Batman in it, so I figured I'd definitely pick it up and give it a watch. This is just a crime thriller, basically. So, looks interesting to me. Next up is Olive Films Paramount release. This is from 1968. I think this is a British film called Up the Junction, starring Susie Kendall and Dennis Waterman. Directed by Peter Collinson. who I guess directed the Italian Job, the original. This is a memorable slice of British cinema. So starring Susie Kendall as Polly and Dennis Waterman as her hard-up boyfriend Pete. The tale is of a bored young party girl who decides to cast off her affluent Chelsea lifestyle to move into the industrialized ghetto of Battersea. Search of realism, Polly takes a factory job where she befriends sisters Rube and Sylvie and moves into a rundown apartment in the area. She soon discovers the seedier side of life in an impoverished world of crime, desperation, and questionable morality. A side of life that everyone but Polly is desperately trying to leave behind. This beautiful and haunting film was directed by Peter Collinson. So, coming of age, I guess. It seemed interesting. It's about 2 hours long, so looking forward to that one. This one seemed interesting. This is not in English, I don't think. It's an Asian film, but I'm not sure which type of Asian film. Doesn't say. But anyway, it is the movie called Stray. When police discover her mother's body in an abandoned warehouse with forensics detailing that she's been dead for over 1,000 years, Nori's world turns upside down. Horrified, she decides to leave home, abandoning her controlling grandmother in order to dive deeper into the mystery and discover what truly happened. With the help of Murphy, a burdened detective with a traumatic history of her own, Nori hunts her mother's killer. However, the killer may be more personally vested in Nori than she realizes. Together, Nori and Murphy learn unsettling truths about her family and a supernatural inheritance, while forming a powerful bond that will help teach them both of the power of empathy and of forgiveness. So I guess kind of like a sci-fi thriller. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't say what language this is in, but it could be English. I don't know, it says English captioned. I don't know. I will see when I get there. And then the last title here is a Code Red release of a film from, even they don't put it, I don't know what year this was from. I want to say it's either the 70s, summertime in the 70s. I don't know. It's called The Apartment on the 13th Floor. One after another, death stalks its victims, and there are two, the killer and the watcher from the apartment of the 13th floor. It says, after slaughterhouse worker Marcos accidentally kills a man during a fight, he begins to lose his grip on sanity. As his brutal crimes escalate and the body count grows, the killer must find a way to dispose of his victims. The solution is simple but shocking. You are what he eats. So, I guess it's cannibalism. Yeah. I'm not big on cannibal movies, but, you know, they're okay. Some of them. I don't really go in, like, the grossness of eating another human being, but, yeah. This is directed by Eloy de la Iglesia. So I guess this is a Spanish film. Okay. Some scenes are in Spanish with English subtitles, as these scenes were not available with English audio. Okay, so I guess it's in Spanish and English. But again, it doesn't say what year it's from. I want to say it's from the 70s. I mean, it has black and white on the front, but there is color on the back. So that is it, guys. I was going to have one more title in here, but unfortunately Amazon decided they didn't care and smashed up. But you probably saw that on my Instagram. So I will be seeing that title once again here within the next week, so looking forward to that. So here is my stack from today. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen any of these or are looking forward to hearing my reviews on them or picking them up for yourselves. I did pick up a few titles today from Vinegar Syndrome, one title from Severin, and I think that is it. Barnes & Noble, I got two titles coming, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep continuing to check out the Dollar Trees, see if I find anything. I'm still looking for that 1/4K that people are finding. If I find it, cool. If not, that's fine too. I've seen the movie before a couple times in my life, so hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys later. See ya.